What is going on, Beybladers? Today we have Clock Mirage. We're going to be running him stock today on the 965 ball. And just so everyone's up to speed, Clock Mirage is a stamina type that sits very tall. You can see as it has like this plastic thing that kind of comes down, which thank God it can't have burst resistance because it can only run these simple ratchets. So your only options are 55, 65, 85, and I think metal, or 80, yeah, 85, whatever, and then metal 85. There might be one I'm missing, I'm not sure, but the 65 is what we're gonna be testing today. And yeah, we're gonna get right on into it. We're gonna test its stamina against some of the heavyweights, and then we're gonna see if we can pop this guy's ratchet. Let's get right on into it. Today I'm joined by my friend Pocket Blader, and we're gonna be running the gauntlet. We're gonna be doing best of threes. Points do not matter, it's just whoever wins the round, wins the round. And we're gonna start it off. We're in for a slugfest here. It's gonna be a slog I should say. We're gonna go Wizard Rod against Tempo. 960 ball Wizard Rod, 965 ball Tempo. Who is the king of stamina? 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. We're gonna be here for a minute. I haven't really tested this a whole lot, but we did do this matchup, and it does appear that Tempo typically wins with ease. We'll see if maybe that was just a fluke when Pocket Blader and I were messing around, or if this is actually a legitimate thing that's going to work out this way. But I think due to the ridges on Tempo and his wingspan, I think he has decent impacts into Wizard Rod, and due to his weight and the fact that he's slightly bigger, his center of gravity is just better than Rod's. Surprisingly, I didn't think it could get better than Wizard Rod. But pushing Rod down into the floor, destabilizing him. And we are going to get a comfortable spin finish. That goes to Tempo. That was a little quicker than I thought it would be. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Just going for some controlled flat launches for max spin power. Nothing technical to this. The only thing we truly haven't tested at the moment is how easy this ratchet is to pop on Tempo. So we're going to run the stamina gauntlet, Tempo against all the classic stamina heavyweights, and then we're going to bring him into the attack and kind of stamina-y defense types. I'm curious to see if Rock Golem can cope with Tempo. Of course, Tempo can outspin Rock Golem, but I'm curious to see if Golem can destabilize it enough and or even has potential to pop its ratchet. You are running Golem on Hex typically if you're a competitive player, and while using Hex, you can go for some fancy launches and catch that rail and still hit really hard. You don't have many opportunities to do so, but you can definitely get a big hit off the start if you're able to read your opponent properly. A super comfortable spin finish from Tempo. I don't even think it's going to be a contest here. This guy, I think, is going to be the easy king of stamina. Next up, we have Silver Wolf on 980 free ball. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. We got a pocket from the Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf technically takes that, but you know, we're going for spin finishes right now, hopefully. Let's see if I can keep it together. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. I did a bit of a softer launch that time just to keep more control and hopefully not get knocked early on. When it comes to stamina matchups, controlled power is one of the most important things, just to generate as much spin power as possible. But if you have a little too much spin power, you can, of course, hit your opponent and rebound into a pocket. But if you launch softly and they don't pocket you, they can definitely have a higher likelihood of outspinning you, assuming they keep control. But it looks like Tempo is going to eat Silver Wolf alive here. Usually Wizard Rod and Silver Wolf usually spin for what I think is a much longer period of time. I think the little ridges, like that bottle cap thing Tempo has going on, I think gives it enough little love taps to destabilize these other bays much quicker. Like, look, it's like unfazed. So it's technically 1-1 right now. This is the match point for the two. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Just did a standard launch, nothing fancy at all. Tempo does appear to have some pretty wild movement when his spin force is high. So you got to keep it cool from the start. But luckily, his center of gravity and spin force, you don't have to like launch balls to the wall. The only thing that will get interesting in is the mirror match, which we will get into the mirror match here momentarily. Luckily with this Bay 2, I have hopes that it's going to be easy to burst, so it's not going to be as... At a high level of play, Wizard Rod isn't super problematic, but it is meta-centralizing, and it's a little annoying. We'll see how annoying Tempo is when it comes down to that. An easy spin finish for Tempo. Next up, Dragoon. Dragoon on Elevate. A classic, I guess, stamina set, but I think technically it's an attack bay. But yeah, notorious Wizard Rod killer. Can this also be the Clock Mirage killer? 3, 2, 1, go shoot. All right, we're not even in the stadium. That was really stupid. That was a fantastic little scrap. We'll run that back. I'm not even going to count that because that's not what I wanted to see. That's not what we're testing here. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. The thing is, can Dragoon pop the ratchet of Tempo? Or can he work his spin steal finesse? I don't know if he'll be able to spin steal off of Tempo due to Tempo's height. But we'll see. If he can't spin steal, this match should be over pretty quickly. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but Dragoon's looking already kind of unstable. Tempo looks completely unfazed at the moment. But due to Tempo hitting the Dragoon from the top, I don't think he'll be able to spin steal. Yep. Very easy spin finish from Tempo. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. I went with a very light launch. I don't think there is any reason to power launch against the Dragoon if you're running Tempo, after how dominant that victory was. Still haven't seen a burst yet, but I think Dragoon honestly has a hard time hitting Tempo's ratchet. I think it's kind of hitting the plastic, like right in the nook, because it has that little plastic barrier right under the blade. I think it's kind of getting in there. Yeah, Dragoon cannot spin steal off of Tempo 165. Another dominant victory from Clock Mirage. And then here we go. Something a bit more interesting. We're going to have the mirror match. It's going to be a bit of a bait and switch. Who's going to launch harder? Who's going to launch more controlled? Where are we going to launch? Yeah, let's see. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. A pretty even start. We both kind of interacted with the rail just as evenly. We should, in theory, be here for a minute, though. There might be a definitive tech and or launch style to assist in this mirror match, but, you know, we'll see. I did try to kind of get my bay more so over here, but I definitely failed at that in a shot forward. And let's hope the rigidity of both of these bays, hopefully they kill the stamina on each other quicker than I'm thinking. But they're both looking very healthy right now. Still. Pocket Blader's Clock Mirage is looking happier than mine is right now. It's actually really hard to say. That was very sudden out of nowhere. Great Clock Mirage, 1 point. Again. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. That's unfortunate. That may have been a catastrophic failure, but we'll see. Catching into this spot right here. I'm kind of thinking probably hurt Pocket Blader's stamina a good bit. Constant contact. They have not left each other alone since they've gotten to the center, which is nice. I prefer this over them oscillating each other. But due to their wingspan of how wide they are, they're always going to kind of touch when they're in this little pit. They take up a lot of space. Another spin finish with Tempo. This thing is looking broken, but now let's get into the nitty gritty. Can we blow this thing apart? We'll keep it chill at first. I'm curious on this one, because this is one of my favorite defensive sets. Rock Golem on 160 Hex. Great spin power, great defense, and but can he pocket tempo? He's not going to outspin him. I don't think. We'll see. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. Sorry, I keep calling him Tempo. I think that's the Metal Fight name. It just rolls off the tongue a lot easier. Saying Tempo over Clock Mirage. Yeah, I don't know. I think the only thing that can counter this thing is probably attack bays. We'll see. This is the most dominant testing session I think I've done so far to date. But we're just getting the party started though, so. Yeah, Golem held on, but Tempo is, or Clock Mirage is Clock Mirage. 1 point for Clock Mirage. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. I did a nice chill launch just to make sure I reduce as much recoil as possible into myself if we collide. I think Golem's only chance... Oh, okay, so that can happen. But Tempo, again, seems unfazed. I think your only way is to power launch, catch the rail, and get one big hit on him. Clock Mirage takes victory. What do we have next? Night Mail on 960 Hex. Again, another classic recoil-based defense type. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Again, I am not in fear of being outspun, so I just did a nice controlled flat launch to reduce the amount of force that's going to be recoiled into my bay. Not exactly sure if that's how that works, but whenever I power launch staminas, I notice I have a lot higher likelihood of flinging into the pocket, so I just want to reduce that likelihood. But now that we've established this position, Tempo should take probably an easy spin finish. I like this bay. Aesthetically, it's very cool. It just makes me sad because defense bays, I feel like, have a kind of a difficult time finding their way properly into the meta. Like, you have Golem and you have Nightmail as like an off-meta pick, but Rock Golem definitely is a meta pick. But this is going to prey on them. This Clock Mirage at the moment actually appears to kind of nullify stamina and defense bays. I think the only way to really get this guy is with attack or a very, very properly launched bay. All right, that is 1 for Clock Mirage. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Hopefully on the drop-in, Nightmail can do something here. Come on. Tempo's dodging. Contact is made, but I think it was made a little too late. Nightmail getting some good shots in, but just I still have yet to see Tempo get unstabilized by anything. Another easy spin finish from Clock Mirage. All right, let's tear it up. Tear it up. Phoenix Wing on 160 rush, low rush. A classic balance attacking set. Real quick, I'm gonna flip it. I kind of should have been flipping it here and there, but 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Hopped right out of the pocket. Sadly, the Phoenix Wing probably lost a little too much momentum. Contact was made too late. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Easy burst. So easy. Oh, my Lord. I thought I had that in the bag, but that little tap, Phoenix Wing ripped him right in half. All right. 1 point. Phoenix Wing, aside from a cheeky pocket, that was the first like real point scored on this guy. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Kind of do a downward angle to defend myself momentarily. That 160, letting that Phoenix Wing hop right out of that pocket. That's nice. Can he get another love tap burst? Clock Mirage has established his position. I think this might be it for Phoenix Wing. Yep, we're starting to angle downward, shove him down. And we are going to get our spin finish in a second. It is 1-1. Can we get a burst on Clock Mirage? Another one. Sorry, I'm screwing up. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. Wasn't able to hop out of the pocket. Real quick, I want to just run back one more. Three, two, one, go, shoot. We'll give that the Clock Mirage. We did get the confirmation, though, that he is very burstable. But it's still tough. When you play attack, you still have to read your opponent and land the attack where the stamina player has to dodge. We got Shark Scale on 160 under flat. Let's see what he can do to Clock Mirage. This should be Burst City. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Got 2 big hits. Switch spots just for Shark Scale to dip out of the stadium. That was stupid. Let's do another one. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Yep, there's the burst. So on the bright side, he is weak to attack types, so Clock Mirage is going to be a major mind game when it is played in your set or your opponent's set. Game point here for these. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. And Clock Mirage does take it. Realistically speaking, though, in this point trading, it doesn't go very well if Clock Mirage is up against an attack type. Tyranno Beat or the T-Rex, whichever one you want to call it, is at 970 level. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Just missed the hit. Clock Mirage, he's big, but he's hard to hit. He has some wacky early game movement, and his shape makes it hard for kind of like, I guess, rounded attackers like Tyranno Beat to make really good contact into. Because if you're not hitting him directly, you're just going to skip off of him, like you saw there. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. We're going to run another one. I was kind of set up for you to hit that X dash, and you skipped right past me. That was dumb. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. The same thing again, right by my side. One more time. I want to see Tempo get clobbered, but he's hard to hit. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Oh, there it is, yep. All it takes is one good hit. That's all it takes. What do we got next? We got Tyranno Roar on 160, low orb. Good stamina with good impact points. Let's see if he can burst. Clock Mirage. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Again, like I've been saying, now that I'm not up against any serious stamina types, I have no reason to power launch this. Just a smooth, methodical launch to keep control. Due to the shape of Roar, I don't know if he'll be able to get under us and hit our ratchet, but we'll see. We have one more bay after this to close out the first impressions. I'm going to be doing a more deep dive on Clock Mirage, just due with the new CX bays that are coming out and stuff. I want to take a little bit of a deeper dive into the meta and see how to actually adequately deal with this guy. Spin finish from Tempo. That Tyranno Roar still spins for a long time though. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Got our reverse rail grind. I think this is the first time I ever tested a bay, and it actually kind of like just sweeped everything. The existence of this bay may make triple attack 3-on-3 sets a much more prevalent thing. Unless you're oh, there it is. There it is. It's just one good hit. That is the one thing that's the least exciting with this over Wizard Rod, is that you know when Wizard Rod wins, it usually doesn't have that happen. But the fact that one little love tap towards the end can burst this guy is kind of wild. So that's 1-1, right? One more. Then we have one more bay after this. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. It is really easy to reverse rail grind this guy too, because he just wants to climb up the inner cup. And there's a burst. There's another one. Finally, a bay has claimed victory over Clock Mirage with 2 bursts. All right. One of Pocket Blader's classics, we got Phoenix Garuda on 160 Rush. We had some off-meta tournaments, and he ran this and terrorized people with it. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. I think even one of the tournaments we ran was unlimited, and he ended up top cutting with it. Rush appears to kind of have a hard time against this guy, though. Just because you need consistent X dashes, and Rush has some really good X dashes, but it usually hits a couple of times and then wins on spin finish in center. Spin finish, Clock Mirage. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. That was dumb. That was so stupid. I'm glad you got the comeback burst there. It is 1-1. Could we close it out with back-to-back victories against Clock Mirage? Final one. 3, 2, 1, go, shoot. Yep, another burst. So that'll be it for the first impressions, obviously, as you can see here. If you don't burst this guy, he is out spinning you all day. But he bursts real easy. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Catch you in the next one. Later.